I could stand here and go through each chapter. There's 11, but then we'll get home at midnight because this is just like a tiny bit. I can talk forever, right, Janelle? I'm just going to read what I wrote here for the first chapter, and it's just very, very small. So the first chapter is God Sees Me. Often when we are going through tough times, we feel alone, and I think we've all experienced that, especially when we have been praying for a miracle or for a solution to a problem or a situation, and we don't see God working. We tend to believe God has abandoned us. The story of Hagar, because this is the story that she tells in the first chapter, and if you don't know it, you can read it. You'll find out what it is. God Sees Me reminded me of all the times that God has seen me. As an orphan child, growing up in an abusive environment, many times I felt abandoned. But since God is faithful to his word, that states he takes care of the orphans and the widows, he's the father to the fatherless, he was always with me. He was my father, my friend, my confidant, and the only one I could depend on, and he saw me. And as a child, I can say the only friend I had and the only person I had to speak to talk to, was him, no one else. And he never, ever left me. And I am who I am because of him. And all of you have a story too, to share and to honor God with. So please, read this book. Share it with others. Gift it to others. I've gifted some, and I'm going to gift more because it is one to have and one to read over and over again. And you know what? I'm sure that when I read it again, because I will, he's going to speak to me in different ways. Besides this, he's going to give me other things. And pray. I ask you to pray. God willing, maybe someday, not too soon, but in the future, it'll be in Spanish. Okay? Yeah. Thank you, Linda. But I love you all, and please, please do.
Hello, this is Joan Murray. I wanted to take a moment and share with you the difficulties sometimes we all face with trusting God. If you're like me, when you face difficult, hard times, it is really hard to trust Him. But like me, I want you to know today that no matter what season you're in your lives right now, that God can be trusted. He is with you in the midst of the storm. He is faithful to deliver you. You can rest. You can rely on Him. I remember a really rough season I was in, and the Lord was saying to me, whispering quietly, "Trust me, Joan." And I was praying and I was saying to the Lord, "I don't know how to trust you." And He said to me, "There's no formulas for trusting. You simply must make a decision that I'm trustworthy and trust me." You can trust Him today because He's with you, and He will never leave you alone in the midst of your struggles. I'm so glad you've taken a moment to connect with us today. Know that God has a great plan for your future and for your lives.